Hello and welcome once again to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. In this video we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Marvel Knights wave, in particular the classic Luke Cage Power Man figure. Now this has been a hugely anticipated figure. It's one that people have been asking for quite some time. Unfortunately, he's come as a single pack, and we're not getting him as a 2-pack with Iron Fist, which a lot of people did anticipate. But I think that probably indicates that we're going to get an Iron Fist a little bit further down the line. But right now, here we go, Power Man, aka Luke Cage, in his classic comic book getup. Let me just take that Mindless One Build-A-Figure piece aside, and we will look at that in another video. Now, there are not a huge amount of accessories in with this figure. There are 2 alternate hands, and that is it. So you're really just sort of paying for the Build-A-Figure and the figure itself. Now, upon initial inspections, the colours are quite good. It's black trousers and it's yellow shirt and boots. He's got his big chain, he's got his headband, he's got his wrist cuffs. I mean, it looks like the figure, like the character. Now, one thing I've just noticed that is a massive downside is this. So you can see his chest through the sleeve of his arm. So of course they have to allow for some articulation and movement and stuff, but to not kind of paint that bit yellow underneath there is a little bit of a disappointment, because if you put him in any kind of pose now, you're just going to see brown. So it just really devalues the figure, takes it right down. And it's a shame because it's a completely pinless figure as well. So it's a new mould. It would have been nice if they'd kind of painted the inside of that jacket, and they could have, because the jacket's not removable. It's not like you kind of take it off to have a shirtless version. So to kind of just paint the front skin colour and the rest of it the same yellow as the figure, as the jacket on the figure, wouldn't have been that difficult, I don't think, and probably would have made this figure one of the better ones in the wave. I mean, it's still one of my favourite ones in the wave just because it is Luke Cage, but I'm a little bit disappointed with those big gappy armholes. Only because the yellow against the skin tone there's a huge contrast there in the colours. It's one very light colour and one very dark colour, and it really does stand out. So if you put him in any kind of pose with his arms up like this, I'll just turn him around so you can see, but if you put him in any type of pose, you can just see there are massive gaps. It just looks like his shirt's ripped, to be fair. That's what it looks like, and I'm not going to make excuses for it. It's a shame. It's a real negative point for this particular figure. Now, in the comic books, he was depicted with blue trousers as well as black, so whether we're going to get that Iron Fist Luke Cage Power Man 2-pack, and they'll just kind of repaint this one with the blue trousers, and maybe even fix this gappy kind of arm situation, I don't know. But for display purposes, for him to go on your shelf, just kind of along with some of the other classic look characters, he's decent enough. It's not that bad. But yeah, if you're going to pose him and you're going to have him in some kind of dynamic pose, or you're going to try to take pictures of him, you're going to have to really work around those gaps. Now, as I said, he doesn't come with any real accessories. I mean, he doesn't need to. I mean, maybe like a bent pole or something like to show off his strength maybe, but all we got were these open palm hands, and these look a little bit more expressive, I think, on the figure, so I'm going to pop those ones on just because I think there's probably a little bit more you can do with those. But yeah, I mean, there you go, is what it is. It's Luke Cage at the end of the day. But as I said, I mean, it's a figure and a character that has been highly anticipated and people have been asking for really quite some time now, for quite a few years. So it is nice to finally have him in the collection and have him finally as a Marvel Legends figure, or at least a modern Marvel Legends figure. We did have him years and years ago, but those figures are a little bit outdated now. So as I said, he is part of the Marvel Knights wave from Marvel Legends, and if you collect all of those pieces, you do build the Mindless One Build-A-Figure. I will take a look at the Build-A-Figure in another video, but yeah, I mean, Luke Cage, it's Luke Cage at the end of the day. If you've got that classic or retro looking Iron Fist, this will definitely pair nicely with him. If you've got any other Defenders, again, it will pair nicely with them. I wouldn't mind seeing him next to kind of Daredevil and Iron Fist and sort of, characters like that. So I'm not overly excited. I'm not as excited as I was when I saw the promotional shots, but I'm not as disappointed as I have been with some figures. He's okay. He's decent enough, and the fact that he's pinless does kind of make up for it a little bit. Anyway, do check out my channel for the rest of the Marvel Knights wave. I'm going to be looking at those each individually on 5-minute figure reviews, and of course, do please like, share, subscribe, and all of those other things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. But until then, I'll see you soon.